If you're like me, payroll, benefits, and compliance will give you a headache unless you've got Deal. Deal PEO makes hiring in the U.S. simple. And right now, just for being a You Should Know podcast listener, you can get up to 3 months free at deal.com/workdefined. That's DEEL.com/WRK define. This is Ryan Leary, and you are listening to the You Should Know podcast. We are live at Oracle AI World in Las Vegas. Trilok, I don't know about you, but I've got a really fun job this week because I get to talk to people like you. I get to talk to people, honestly, I've talked to so many people this week, in just the first 2 days, that are just way smarter than me. I can't even hold a conversation with some of these people. It's like getting, I said it to someone just probably 30 minutes ago. It's like getting an MBA in AI for free.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to take it. I had to leave the Larry Ellison keynote. Unfortunately, I had to push it back a bit. But I was watching it up here. And just in the first 20 minutes, I picked up on a lot of things like, that's a great way to think about it. But so how's the event been for you so far?
I would say I'm sharing the same experience as you are, getting to learn so much about AI and most importantly, the various perspectives of everyone coming to the table and expressing how they would use AI to solve their problems, right? Now, we definitely are at an interesting point in tech for sure. In general, right? When any new technologies come out, there is always a lag of adoption in the business strategy. So the technology first evolves, proves itself, and then there is a business strategy or the eagerness to adopt that technology, which is always has a lag in it, right? About 6 months, year, based on the type of industry you are in. But this is the first time that we are seeing that the technology is evolving, so is the business strategy all at the same time. So coming to conferences like this definitely gives us that edge of the various perspectives, as well as when we hear from leaders like Larry, as well as Gary in the client success team, right? It also adds the amount of willingness they have to partner. And it also builds that confidence that the chances of going wrong, though it is existing, it is well mitigated.
And what I found so far is that everybody is here to learn. The amount of people here just getting in their first keynote, I had to go around a thing and get back in line. It was insane, but they're here to learn. It's unlike some of these other events I've been to where they're there because our company sends them, they walk through the expo hall, they sit in a couple sessions. They're actually here engaging, they're taking notes. And from my perspective, which is great because I don't necessarily have to take notes, I get to sit there and watch people. They're taking notes. Their laptops are open, they're writing notes, and it's really interesting to see. And I didn't get to sit in on the hackathon yesterday. I'm not sure if you did, but it looks like it was fantastic. And a couple people were talking about it in a group that I was sitting with, and 2 of them had joined in, and they had a phenomenal time.
See, that's what we are also observing from our side, right? In general, when we come over for the open world or any other conferences, part of the conversation is about the conference, right? And the other things is, hey, what did I see new in this conference? Or what did I learn new? This time around, my observation has been, like I spoke to close to, I would say 60 or 70 resources till now in the conference. Everyone were talking only about AI. So the ambience of the conference or something else of the conference is not the topic now. everyone has the same topic in mind, that is AI. What is it going to look like in future?
Right.
What can I use it as of where we stand today? Right. And that eagerness to learn more is clearly visible.
Yeah,
like you're saying, people are waiting for the keynote. People are very curious to see what are the major SIs doing.
Yeah, and they care.
They care.
They really care about it.
Really
And it's almost as if they're, I don't want to over-exaggerate, but it's almost like their life depends, like they're really interested in solving the problems they believe that they're actually going to solve. In fact, I just put a posting on LinkedIn and I had made a comment, like a lot of these people that I'm talking to, they're not just here to learn, like they actually believe in their hearts that they're going to solve a real problem. And that really excites them. But I skipped your intro. And so I want to come back because it's probably fair to the audience to let them know who we're talking to. I'll butcher it. So do me a favor, introduce yourself to the audience. Tell them who you are, who you're with, and what you do day to day. So they get a glimpse into your day to day and what you're doing.
Absolutely. First of all, thank you for having me, Ryan. I'm Trilok Manchanila. I work at ABM. We are a commercial real estate service providers. And what I help ABM is with aligning their technology strategy closely with their business strategy and ensuring that the tech strategy is executed as planned. That's the key thing that I do for ABM. And everyone out here is building their strategy around AI.
Yeah.
And this has been the biggest challenge for us.
Right.
Because it's like changing tires on a running car because the technology itself is evolving. Just if you look at last 9 months, we went a full swing from, hey, companies go build your own LLMs to why don't we go use a off-the-shelf LLMs like OpenAI and so on and so forth, right? Where we are thinking more like how would LLMs help us with generating stuff and so on.
Right.
So the focus shifted from build your own LLMs to go enable your own LLMs. Go enable this off-the-shelf LLMs so that you get more efficiency, right?
Right.
So you're getting the value back way quicker. But all of a sudden, agentic AI shows up. So when people compare these three things together, you can clearly see the most value is coming from agentic AI and orchestrating AI agents together as partners of the resources that we have.
Right.
So I think the whole concept itself, when explained by all the tech leaders, it clearly connects with the business leaders and they see clear value in it, right?
Right.
And fortunately and unfortunately, that's the thing that makes my role really tough because now we have to decide which one's the best way to go through.
Right, right.
And who is the most trusted partner in that journey. Because that's also equivalently important. The success of the strategy, be it technology or be it business, the partnership is the most important and crucial thing.
Yeah.
The trust and mutual benefit out of that implementation is what drives the whole thing forward.
Right. So let's stay there for a minute. How do you find that partner? What are you looking for? What are the questions that you ask, and what are you looking for to really solidify that partnership?
So, very good question, right? Because this is what keeps us up sometimes, you know. Why don't I give you an example without giving names, right? So we had one of the major SI who showed up at our work and they're like, hey, you know what? We can go implement this world-class AI solution with a very large tag price on it, with a promise that you'll, get back your investment in a couple of years and so on and so forth. But when we start double-clicking into it, right? Hey, what if the data integrity goes wrong? What if the source of the data is wrong? What if the user doesn't adopt it, right? Based on how they respond to each of these scenarios that we ask them, that will define whether they are going to be a true partner or not. And one of the key things that we absolutely look for is how much they are invested into us.
Right.
And how much empathy do they bring to the table when they work with the business partners.
I love that you used the word empathy for that, because that is very important. And for those that are listening who probably have been or are in this situation, but this never always goes as planned.
Correct.
This situation. Talk a little bit about, and then we'll jump into a couple of other things, but talk a little bit about what's the impact if you choose the wrong partner.
Say, this might vary based on the industry you are, because every industry has its own cushion to go wrong, right? But for the most cases, what happens is when you choose a wrong partner and the implementation goes sidewise, the key thing is it leaves a very bad mistrust and aftermath after that implementation, the business would never have the trust or the willingness to take such a risk again in future. That takes us back in the whole technology curve. Everything they come across, they will see it as hey, potentially if this goes wrong, I am the only one who is taking the burn from it. Right. I don't have someone else who is partnering truly with me, right? And that's the way I say it. Right. The value pools that we identify will be questioned thereafter.
Right.
So it's very, very important for us to find the right partner who believes in our vision, who can deliver in the vision, as well as who has the empathy where they understand that things can go wrong.
Right.
And how do we discuss, how do we get over the issue versus your or my issue.
Right.
So that's the key features that we look. And just to add, Ryan, I really enjoyed the note by Gary yesterday in the customer advisory board. He was very clear. He's like, things will go wrong. We are also trying this technology. We are here to support. Right.
Yeah.
And when you hear such a top leader on the stage clearly articulating the risk that you would run into, right? And how they want to partner with us all through the journey means so much.
It does. It almost gives you permission. For me, it's always given me permission to kind of feel like it's okay for me to screw up. Like I can go wrong here, and I'm gonna have somebody in my corner. And some of the companies that we work with, and the biggest and best, like Oracle, they have that support system, and they allow you to fall, and they help pick you up along the way there, which we can do 3 episodes on all of itself. But I did want to talk about how you're using embedded AI capabilities within Oracle Fusion, HCM, and ERP. So let's at ABM, right? So which maybe we should tell people what ABM is. It's one of the largest facilities management companies in the world. But give us a little deeper understanding about what you guys do, and then maybe give the audience an overview of how we got here. How did you know it was time to make a change?
So taking a step back and double-clicking into what ABM does for their revenue model is, like you said, we do facility services. So we are physically there. Majority of our workforce is frontline workers.
Right.
They're literally at the client places. They are working day in, day out, building a relationship with the client, as well as serving them to ensure that a robust workspace is available for them all the time.
Right.
So in this process, we want the frontline employees to have the best experience from ABM perspective, so that they're not at the client place thinking about their paychecks or thinking about their benefits,
yes,
or thinking about what is my policy,
so
and so
important.
on. Right?
It's so important.
So important for them.
Important. Yeah.
And if you take that stress out of their daily life, all their energy is focused on serving the client.
Correct.
So what we have done with HCM especially at ABM, is we have introduced AI agents which can look for the safety factors that they have to take as they go through various works, right? So, for example, it's a snowy winter in New York, right? So, moment of safety kicks in, and it will remind them, hey, this is the weather, these are the things you want to take care of, and so on, right? And the most common place where we really saw value, again, I'm sorry, I didn't set the numbers there. We have about 100K frontline employees.
Right. So 100,000 frontline employees on site.
On site.
At the employers.
Exactly. Now, if even 2% of them tries to call in asking how much PTO they have left, think about the call center load.
Yeah.
Right? So what we have done there is we have introduced this interactive agent that's constantly giving them their PTO balances, their benefits, as well as telling them what is a policy. Because majority of the time what happens is they being exposed to the client
right
in the first level. Sometimes it will become like little ambiguous. Hey, can I do this or can I not do this? Can I accept this coffee with them? Can I not accept the coffee? Right? Or how do I proceed with the client? The client just ran into me. He's requesting me to go change one of the electrical fixtures.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to react to that? Am I supposed to go create a work order? And so on and so forth, right? See, this is where what we are seeing is a huge value in AI, assisting them through their work route.
Right.
And when two things are of huge benefit there, right? One, obviously, we are saving value by making AI the face of it, right? That's definitely a value pool that we are capturing. The other value pool that's very uncommon to this industry sector is standardization. So when we ensure that they're checking with these AI agents on policy, indirectly, you are standardizing the whole process across the enterprise. And that's really uncommon in CRE. What it brings to the table is the same level of customer experience, no matter whom they talk to.
Right.
But at the same time, since we are keeping the frontline employee still as the face of the company, you have a human in loop who can definitely relate to the client, who can show empathy towards the client. Everything need not be down to the letter, but there you have the enablement of the frontline employees who are having this intelligent conversations with client. So the client also doesn't feel that, hey, you are flip-flopping on me, right?
Right. And it's such a, I think this is, I'm curious to get your thoughts here. And, I'm coming at this more from a staffing model or an RPO model, where, in RPO, recruitment process outsourcing, may put 400 employees into a call center or into a manufacturing facility. Who are they the employee of? Are they the employee of the staffing firm, or in your case, ABM, not a staffing firm, but are they your employee, or are they the employee of the company that they're on site with? Clearly, they're your employee. They're representing the company on site. The lines are very blurred there, and that can be very difficult for a frontline employee. And if there's not a very clear line of demarcation there, and you don't have the process in place for them to get these answers and to communicate, there could be some big challenges there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. With the union challenges, as well as a sudden expansion in the client area, or shortage of our own employees, sometimes we do take over subcontractors.
Okay.
In those cases, like you have pinpointed it, their responsibility lies with ABM. Any of the subcontractor does anything wrong,
that's
ABM, right? So when we enable these for them, it's more like giving them a, guided help in doing their job.
Right.
Another beauty of this one, Ryan, is in the past, when we used to create something, we used to heavily rely on, hey, create the content, translate it into 10 different languages.
Yeah.
And that lag of translating it into 10 different languages is always there. But now the beauty is you create the content.
It's there.
It's there.
It's there. And the issue, I mean, it's the amount of issues that happen with that lag of time in certain industries or certain circumstances could be life and death.
Yeah.
Especially on Frontline. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now you also take a look at the confidence of these employees, right? Mm-hmm. Earlier, it used to be like, hey, English is out now, few other languages are out, when is my language coming out?
Right.
So now it is like, hey, we all got the same information, same time.
Yeah.
And that empathy of the employee towards that work engagement completely changes.
Yeah.
That experience changes.
Right.
So now their main focus is shifted from, hey, what is for me, how am I feeling, to how is the client doing?
Right.
What can I do better? How can I grow myself into the next level?
Right.
So the whole topic of focus is shifted drastically. So though this is such a small thing, it builds the confidence of the employees into the company.
Yeah.
Increasing our retention, which drives numbers by itself.
Yeah. Yeah. So two questions here. One is, do you find, or do you have a measurable difference, or I'm sure you can see it, but before you brought the agents in versus after, on how embedded the employee actually was? Meaning, for example, if I'm on site at a customer, or at a client, pre-agents, I'm there. I have issues. I give a phone call. I have to go through a call center, all of that. I'm distracted. Versus today, I get my answers right away. They're instant answers. I can help the client. Do you find that employees are now taking on more responsibility, answering those questions confidently, like you're saying, and not or maybe preventing issues with ABM and the client for that reason?
So definitely there are two areas where we are concretely seeing improvements in our metrics. Mm-hmm. One is transparency in the paycheck. Mm-hmm. Makes them not having to go to the service desk all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And the second thing that we are clearly observing is our retention numbers have gone up.
On the client side or the employee side?
On the employee side.
Okay.
Now, in this particular industry, Ryan, retention is the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Because there are so many other companies also who are looking for those roles to be filled, even though that might not be in the newspapers and so on. But in ground reality.
You say newspapers?
Yeah.
What is a newspaper?
Lately, they don't even exist, right? So, but the fact that they are coming in, having the job done easily, not having to think through things, makes huge difference for them.
Right.
So definitely we are seeing that improvement in numbers, as well as what we are also very confident about is when we are going to go have the QBRs with our clients.
Right.
This is going to be a key factor because even the clients don't want any day-to-day interactions with the frontline about their concerns and so on and so forth. Right? So the whole topic of conversation between the client and the frontline employee completely changes. So that increases the satisfaction of the client as well. So that's where our main focus is. And in addition to that, we definitely believe this is just the tip of the iceberg when we truly look at AI,
Right.
So a lot of things coming there.
So as you look ahead, say the next couple of years, I know it's impossible, but as you look ahead, where do you see the biggest opportunities for growth in currently in what you're doing, or maybe moonshot goal of what you think you want to do, but you haven't quite initiated yet?
A few of the areas that we definitely would like is more about employee safety. Having them so well connected with the AI assistants that they are all informed about what's happening at the client space, and they can all, help each other's, giving kudos as well as encouragements for themselves.
Yeah.
Because even that matters, right? Because these guys are putting their heart into the job. They definitely have to be recognized for that.
Yeah.
That's the cornerstone for retention.
So let's stay on safety for a second. Safety is one of those questions, or one of those areas that I think a lot of people kind of skip over. Real quick as we wrap up, what do you see? Where do you see AI in safety, and where is that going to drive new levels to?
So there are few characteristics of the client location where the frontline employees go and provide services, right? The critical place where we see AI playing a drastical role is understanding the characteristics of the workspace and self-generating safety measures so that even before the employee shows up on the site, they are well versed with what they have to be careful with.
Right.
So a best example for that is Amazon warehouse.
Yes.
So now we do so many things for Amazon. And when we can educate and co-learn from the frontline employees using AI, that definitely moves the needle on safety.
Yeah.
Any safety incident is not good for the client, not good for our employees, not good for ABM.
Right.
So that definitely would be a game changer.
Okay. Well, Trilok, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you've got a couple days left on the show, so enjoy it. Meet a lot of smart people. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Really excited.